Alright, I've got my Eachine Mini P51D Mustang out here, and I have it in intermediate gyro mode. Let's see what kind of fun we can have in intermediate gyro mode. And unfortunately, it's starting to get pretty windy out here, so we'll see how this goes. Let's get it in the air. Like I said, it's getting pretty windy. And I think I said when I was doing the review of this little mini Mustang that I did not care for the intermediate gyro mode. It was just, I felt it was too twitchy. But I think that softening up the controls for manual mode has also softened up the controls in intermediate gyro mode. So I'm really liking it now in intermediate gyro mode. Whoa, windy. So what can you do? Well, you can do a loop. You can do your rudder and aileron spins like that. Whoa, wind. Downwind. Upwind. And in intermediate gyro mode, it can handle some significant wind. Is that too cool or what? I love doing those return to target maneuvers. That is a pretty fast little plane when you've got it throttled up, especially when it's going downwind. Ooh. So no, if you soften up the controls on this a bit, intermediate mode gyro is an absolute blast. So I just throttle it up and kick it hard over on aileron and rudder, same direction, to do those return to target maneuvers. Man, that is too cool. Check that out. Whoa, almost took off my camera. Let's see if we turn it upwind again and see how slow we can fly it. Pretty slowly. Now the wind comes and it goes. If it will cooperate and kick back up here in a minute, we could get some really slow flight out of it. But what a fun plane. I'll tell you, softening up those controls a little bit for intermediate gyro mode makes all the difference in the world in how this plane handles in intermediate gyro mode. I really didn't care for it to begin with. But after softening those controls up, it handles extremely well in intermediate gyro mode. That is too much fun. Watch the truck. Okay, come on, wind, so we can demonstrate some more really slow flight. What a cool looking little warbird. Whoa, I went behind myself. That's not good. I'm amazed at how much power this has for a brush system, but man, it will turn on a dime. Whoa, watch the truck. Yeah, the wind has all but died down on me now. Alright, let's see if we could do another loop here. Now, one thing about softening up that elevator like I did is you need some altitude to do your loops now. But that is sweet. Is that not a cool little plane? Now, I have the F4 Corsair coming to do a review on it. I hope the Eachine keeps making these, keeps coming out with these little micro warbirds, because they're absolutely a blast. But you're going to have a lot of fun with this plane in intermediate gyro mode. Woo! If you want to test it out. But I did find that it works better if you soften up those controls. So I will have a link to the playlist in the show notes that will have videos in there on what I did to soften up those controls. So let's see if we can bring it in for a landing. I wish I had had a little bit of a headwind again. Alright, but what fun that is. I mean, if you want to fly it in gyro mode, beginner mode is an absolute blast, but you'll have even more fun with it in intermediate gyro mode. I like it a lot better after softening up controls a bit, so you might want to try that out too. And stay tuned, because hopefully I won't have to wait too long for the F4 Corsair to show up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.